Hi, this is Lisa with Paper Pastiche coming to you with day 5 in our 12 Days of Christmas Card series. And I have a card for you here today that is going to come together pretty quick and easy. And let's get to it. So the supplies that you're going to need, you can use any stamp set you want. I am using this Hampton Arts stamp set, and I'm using this Ho 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 strip that's right here. And basically what I did is I cut a piece of paper that was equivalent to like 4 of these right here. So double the width and length, and just stamped right down it repeatedly and then cut it to size. I am using Stampin' Up! Cherry Cobbler ink. And I will also be using Martha Stewart punch, the Snowflake Border Punch. This is the one with the collapsible sides. I don't know the exact name of it, but it's a snowflake punch. And you will need a bone folder, some double-sided adhesive, scissors, I'll also be using a pick-me-up stick, some baker's twine. This is also cherry cobbler color stripe. Some Stampin' Up! Jewel Basics in rhinestone. Some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'll also be using a Cuttlebug and a Cuttlebug folder. This is also snowflakes. And I will be using the punch outs from my snowflake border here to decorate my strip. Okay, let's get started. So you're going to need 2 colors of cardstock to match your printed paper. I have in the cherry cobbler here, I have 8.5 by 5.5, and another piece at 2 inches by 3 inches. You'll need a coordinating colored cardstock at 1.5 inches by 2 inches. And hold on just a second, I gotta grab. I've already punched this piece here, and it measures 1.25 by 4 inches. So 1.25 by 4 inches. Okay, and then this is my stamped piece, and it measures 1.75 by 2.75. This is my first mat, and it measures 4 inches by 5.25 inches. A white strip at 0.75 by 4. And this is a little silver piece we're going to emboss, and it measures 1.25 by 2. Okay, so let's start off by, you also need a piece of ribbon that measures 4 inches, and a piece of baker's twine. This one measures about 4.5 inches. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is emboss our little snowflake here for our tag. I'm using Cuttlebug. And since this is embossing, you're going to need an A plate and 2 B plates. So I'm using my B plate kind of upside down here. You're going to put your embossing folder in between the 2 B plates. I'm using my plate upside down to kind of train it to curl back the other way. They naturally curl after you have used them for a while. Okay. take out our piece here. And I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to snip a little corner off to make like a tag shape. And then I'm going to flip it over, and using the piece I cut off so that I can get my both sides the same, and turn it over and cut. Okay. So the next thing you're going to want is your coordinating piece of solid cardstock. And what I'm going to do is adhere this on here. And then I am going to match my borders and just use the scissors and kind of cut parallel to there. And then I am going to take my Crop-A-Dile, and I'm going to use the 1/8 side, the small side here, and snip here, punch here in the middle. Take my baker's twine, fold it in half, thread it through the hole, spread it out and open it up, and then feed my 2 ends through the hole and pull on the ends. And there's our little tag. This doesn't matter that this isn't even, because it's going to be tucked underneath another embellishment. Okay, so let's fold our cardstock on our score line. Give it a quick burnish. Gives it a nice crisp fold and helps it stay closed rather than popping open. Put some adhesive on our mat. And center it and stick it down. Now, if in our case our ribbon is not going across here, it's going across another piece of paper. And if you were going to be putting your ribbon right here, you want to be sure you put it on before you matted it to your card base. Okay, so now to do this bottom part, I'm going to put a little adhesive in the center and on each side here, and then center it here. I used a little piece of white behind here because if you notice, you lose some of the color if you put it directly on this blue here. So now I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of my white piece, center it here on my blue, leaving a little bit of border showing at the bottom. Fold back the ribbon here on both ends, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on that and place it a 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch from the bottom of my card. Okay, so we're almost done. The next thing we have is our stamped piece here, and we're going to mat it. Put some dimensionals on here, and when it's a small piece like this, I like to cut my dimensionals in half. Put one in the center and one in each corner. Remove the backing. Okay. Gonna grab our card and put some adhesive on the back of our tag here. And I usually just kind of mount both of these at the same time, maybe trying to leave a 1/4 inch all the way around my elements here, and stick it down. Okay, so I'm going to take my little pieces here that I saved from my snowflake punch. I'm going to put a little dab of glue on my nonstick craft mat, which is probably a little out of frame for what you can see here. Open up my pick-me-up stick, dab a little tiny bit of glue on there, and this part of the stick pulls out, so you can use it to help release from there. Okay, so grab another little snowflake, leave a little space in between, trying to keep my spacing even. Okay, that looks pretty good. Put this all back together. Let's put the pokey side. There's a really sharp, fine pokey side. I don't know if you can see that or not. There. So just for safety's sake, I'm going to keep this side pushed in here. Okay, we're almost done. The only thing we need to do now is put our rhinestones on. So I just use my scissors to help me kind of place them. You can use tweezers or the end of a stylus. My preference is just to use my scissors here. Okay. And that concludes our card for day 5 in the 12 Days of Christmas Card series. Thank you.